everyone, thanks so much for tuning in again. Today we are doing a video all about how to make some fantastic mini ears. We've had lots of people say that they'd be interested to see how we make them, so I thought it would be time to do a tutorial. Now I do apologise because Ruby and I made this video together and some of Ruby's videoing is a little bit shaky, so I'm really sorry about that, but she is learning and I'm sure each time she does it she will get better. And also there's a couple of shots that show my really messy dresser next to me here, and now you may be pleased to see that I have actually tidied it up. So the footage you see later of me gluing and sticking, and it's got some rather messy stuff over there, please just ignore that and pretend you didn't see it because I'm very embarrassed. So let's crack on and we will show you how to make these.
Today we're going to make some princess inspired ears, which are DIY. We're going to start with
They're going to be made out of this amazing pink sparkle fabric.
Amazing.
We love it so much, fabric. And it's an absolute bargain because remember we're all about doing things on a budget, and this fabric is £2.70 I think a metre from Fabricland. You do need to fold it over, so
it's very
thin on its own.
It won't rip, but it's just see-through.
Yeah, so you just need to fold it over twice when you're doing your layers, but you know that's absolutely fine. So that is the fabric we're going to be using, and then we've got this amazing little centrepiece, haven't we, which we picked up in Poundland. It's a little princess crown. It's actually a hair clip, but we're going to be using it for the centre of our ears. Yeah, a little star in the middle. We thought that was really special. So that would look cute, of course, on a little girl or something in her hair, but we thought let's use it as the basis for our ears. So this is going to be what we're making them out of.
Yes.
So the first thing we need to do is to get some templates. Now, if you've got any Mickey or Minnie ears at home, pull them out because you're going to need to draw around the ears. So this is what you should have, is like a cutout of the ear, and this curved bit here is where it sits on the hairband, and you want to keep that curve. Yeah. Okay, so make yourself one of these templates because you'll use it every time you have you know, you want to make yourself some more ears. So you want one of those, and you also need one for your fabric. Now that needs to be a bit bigger. As you can see, if this was a complete circle round to here, then we've got like centimetre and a half overlap. We want that because when we are sticking our fabric over onto our piece of ear cardboard,
it needs to overlap.
Yeah, so we can glue it down, and then they're sandwiched together. Yeah. So make sure that this is just a little bit like that. Okay, so these are to keep. You're not going to be using these today. You know, there'll be something that you can keep forever when you want to make more ears. So once you've done that, then you need to actually start cutting out your cardboard for each ear. You need 2 pieces of cardboard per ear. So 4 in total. So we will get on to that now and show you. So we've got our piece of cardboard here, which is a cat food box. So you don't need anything glamorous. And what we're going to do is we're just going to trace around this. So you don't really want any bends or folds in the cardboard. So I'm just going to go, avoid them. So I'm going to trace that one, and then I'm going to do another one here. And then we do that another 2 times. I've got now 4 pieces of cardboard cut out for our ears, 2 for each ear. And now what we're going to do is we're going to cut out using our large template from our fabric, and we need again 4 pieces, so we're going to do that now. Right, so now we have got our 4 circles cut out. Now as you can see, they are cut out really badly, but that absolutely does not matter because all of these edges are going to be covered up. Yes. So the next thing that I want you to get hold of is some toy filling. Now this one is from Hobbycraft, and I think it was about £3 for the pack. You do get loads in there, but the other thing that I've heard a lot of people suggest is just to cut open an old cushion and use the stuffing out of an old cushion. So you've got the choice there. You can do either. I'm going to use the toy filling just because I prefer it, but it really doesn't matter. And if you're trying to save money, the cushion lining could be the way to go. So let's take 3 of these out of the way. and now we're left with one. So we want to make sure that we've got a sparkly side that is going to be showing on the front of the ear. So we turn it the other way around, because I've got 2 layers. We've got sparkles both sides, but that's fine. And then we need to get one of our ear templates, and we need our wadding. So we don't need that much wadding, just like a little ball like that is fine. And we need to just scrunch that up, and we're going to glue that to the cardboard ear. Now, I'm sorry, my nice big glue gun is run out of glue sticks, so I'm using my little one, which is a bit naff, but anyway, should be okay. And then so we put a little bit of glue in the front, and then we just pop that wadding in the middle. And now we are going to cover it with our ear fabric. So we're going to just lay that on top. You can squish the wadding right down, because that will always bounce up again.
And it always can be squished.
Yeah. Oh, I wanted to say as well that I've put the coloured side of the cardboard on the bit that you're going to glue that on, because then another piece of ear is going to glue over that, so it won't show through on your fabric when your ears are finished. Okay, so then we need to put some glue there, and we fold over our fabric like so. The corners can be slightly tricky, so you might want to just do the main job and then just go back and neaten up your corners afterwards. So we're just working our way all around, sticking as we go. Now mind your fingers, because the glue gun is obviously hot. I wouldn't recommend, if you're a child, I wouldn't recommend you do this without an adult's supervision. Having said that, I'm an adult and I'm always burning my fingers, so adults beware too. But these glue guns from Hobbycraft I find are good for children, because they don't actually get quite as hot as the more professional.
And they're also very small, so they're not too big to hold either.
Exactly. So those are, if you're going to be doing this with a child or your child yourself, I recommend the Hobbycraft ones. So this is the first part of our ear. Okay, so we're going to make 3 more of those. Right, so here we have our 2 with the extra flap there that we're not sticking down. So now what we want to do is we want to stick these 2 ears together. So I'm going to go around one of the pieces with my glue gun all the way around, like so. And then I'm going to press my other ear next to it. So we want to try and match up the shape as well as we can. Now don't worry that you can see around this edge, because we are going to be covering that up with this lovely trim. So we're just going to stick all that together. We want to make sure it's really held together well, and then once we've done the edges, then you can just kind of shove your glue gun inside and just push a load of more glue in to get it really held down. And then what I would recommend you do is to put that under some books to hold it, so that it can harden really well and securely. Okay, so we're going to do that on the other ear as well. So now we're going to use this pearl trim to go around the edge to kind of tidy that all up and make that look nice and neat. So this pearl trim I bought, oops, got a bit of stuff in there.
Fabricland too?
Yes, we got this in Fabricland. I think it was about £1 a metre. You can also get it, I think you can get it in Hobbycraft and places like that, but we just found Fabricland was cheaper, so we decided to get it there. So we're going to need our trusty glue gun again, and this kind of has to be done a little bit at a time, so like a little bit of glue,
Little bit of trim.
little bit of trim, but just leave a bit of an overlap on the trim so that you can just tidy it up afterwards. There we go. Okay, so we'll just finish off there, and then we're going to trim it to about that. Next thing we want to be doing is attaching them to a hairband. Now we buy these ones, which is a pack of 6, and they are from Poundland, so 6 for £1. Amazing bargain again. As you know, we're all about doing things on a budget, so we're very happy with that price. Now they are quite thin, so if your ears are particularly heavy or bulky, you may want to use 2, which you can like bind together. I'm going to show you how to cover the hairband anyway. So if you want to do 2, you absolutely could, and it just makes it a little bit wider for you. So I'll take those out and I'll show you how we're going to bind them together. If you wanted to, you could of course buy a wider one. You don't have to buy these ones, it's just because we're trying to keep the price down. But there's loads of plain hairbands available, so yeah, just see kind of what you like really. So I'm going to use this ribbon to wrap around these hairbands to bind them together. Okay, so this is a little bit fiddly, but bear with me. We need to start with, need another glue stick. A good blob of glue on the end of the ribbon. And we're going to just press both of the hairbands, into the glue like that. We're going to fold that over and bring it over this way, okay? And then we're just basically going to work our way all the way around until it's totally covered. I have covered both the hairbands, and so we have a wider hairband. There is still some flyaway bits, so I will go around and trim them off right at the end. But let's stop faffing about with all of that now and just get on with attaching the ears. So we want to make sure that our ears are in the same place on both sides. So you just kind of want to lay it down and just line it up and see how you feel about it. Personally, I quite like that. So what I want to do now is to just tuck in and glue those last little bits of trim. And so now we've got our bit of fabric. So then we want to attach this on here. So what I'm going to do is glue it, and then I'm going to wrap that round there. So I'm going to put glue on top of the hairband. I'm going to press that on to the hairband there.
As tight as you can.
And then we're going to put some glue on here and down here. We're going to pull this fabric as tight as we can to come up around here. Okay, so that's our first one. Now we're going to add the second one. So now I've glued both of those on there. So now all we've got left to do is to add our lovely little crown to the middle. So I'm going to put a nice squeeze of glue on the top here. And then I'm going to take the clip and I'm going to push that down. So we are done, and here are the finished lovely ears. I'm going to pop them on and just see how they look. I'm pretty pleased with them. The crown, I'm feeling like I need to adjust that a little bit, but anyway, I'm going to fiddle around with that and make that look really good. But I'm really pleased with how they look. I think they are very princessy and will look perfect in Disneyland. So that is the end of this tutorial. We will try and do another one with some information on how to make light up ears. So we will let you know when we're about to release that one. In the meantime, thank you so much for sticking with this and for subscribing. If you're new, this is the first video you've seen of ours, please do subscribe and also like our videos, because we'd really like to carry on growing our channel. And you can also find us on Instagram as Roses Love Disney. Thanks again, guys. See you soon. Bye.